I'm ready whenever.
I think we're good. Let's rickety. Holy cow! We are in a match. Hey there folks, my name's Hayden. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Today we are trying to answer the question, should Christians play League of Legends? So starting off, let's just take a look at what the game itself is. What does League of Legends claim to be? League of Legends is a team-based strategy game where two teams of 5 powerful champions face off to destroy the other's base. Choose from over 140 champions to make epic plays, secure kills, and take down towers as you battle your way to victory. Clear the path. Your team needs to clear at least one lane to get to the enemy nexus. Blocking your path are defensive structures called turrets and inhibitors. The enemy nexus is located in the enemy's team base. Destroying the enemy nexus wins your team the game.
Okay.
That's crazy. Wow.
That was interesting.
So in the game, the basic things that you're doing are taking down the opponent's minions. You're going to take those down, try and defeat those, and then you're going to have all sorts of brawls and fights with enemy champions as well. So that's a lot of it, is just these fights that you're having in various capacities, and every champion works a little bit differently. So you have different categories of bruisers and tanks and mages and all sorts of different stuff, marksmen, that you can pick and play kind of how you want. So that is kind of a cool thing, that you can play in all sorts of different ways depending on how you'd like to play. League of Legends is rated T for teen by the ESRB with blood, fantasy violence, mild suggestive themes, and use of alcohol and tobacco. This is a multiplayer strategy game in which players assume the role of magical summoners who settle political disputes with arena-based battles. From a 3/4 overhead perspective, players control animal and human-like warriors who use swords, arrows, guns, and magic attacks to kill opponents' minions in melee-style combat. Higher kill counts result in additional achievements. Battles are accompanied by slashing sounds, colorful projectiles, and red blood splashes. Oh, he lit me on fire. Boo. A variety of female characters are depicted in form-fitting outfits that expose mild cleavage. Suggestive jokes can occasionally be heard in the dialogue. A few sequences also include warriors with lit cigarettes/smoking pipes. Alright, so diving into the spiritual elements of this game, League of Legends. Are there spiritual elements in the game? There are. There are a lot of gods, lowercase gods in this game. There's a lot of lore in the game, in the world, because of League of Legends has been around for such a long time and is so popular. There's a lot of lore in the game. Now, I will say that doesn't come out really in the actual gameplay. If you're just a casual player playing the game and you're not diving into all the extracurricular like YouTube videos and articles and this, you're probably not going to come across it. So it does not seem like a reason to not play the game, but it's definitely something to be aware of. Sexual themes, romantic themes in game. When you're in the game itself, because it's from the 3/4 perspective overhead, you don't really see anything that feels inappropriate, and you're also playing the game and not paying attention to that because you're playing the game.
Oh, that's good.
And so that, I would say, is not a big deal. But there are a lot of skins in this game. There's a lot of cosmetics for them, and a lot of them are not appropriate.
Oh, that's bad.
One of the biggest places you're gonna see these images is on the loading screen. So one of the workarounds that I have for myself is in game, I actually go to one of the buttons on top and it covers up all of the pictures, all the images of everyone as well. And so that's what I do every single game. So just know that is definitely in game, and it is one of the biggest red flags for the game of League of Legends. All right, let's talk about violence. Is there violence in League of Legends? There is violence in League of Legends. I think it feels very like what it's saying here, fantasy violence, very mild on the violence sense. It very much feels like, to me, you are not like killing someone else in the game, you are defeating them, and then everyone spawns back in, so there's a timer. And on the blood and gore kind of thing, I definitely wouldn't call it a bloody or gory game at all. There is some. I feel like that is super mild as well. And so that's not a huge red flag at all for me on this game. Those kinds of things. Oh no, my mouse just died. No. This is terrible. Moving on to language. Is there language in this game that you would not want to be around as a Christian? I think in-game, what the game developers have created, I don't think there is any actually, which is awesome. However, League of Legends is a game that is fairly well known, I feel like, for people just being absolute jerks to each other when you're not playing very well, when they get frustrated, different things. And so in the chat, you can say whatever you want. A lot of it is filtered out, which I appreciate, but there's still some very interesting things that can get through creative insults that people will throw at you, especially if you're new and you don't really know what you're doing yet. Something very much to be aware of. If it seems like this game is hitting you hard because people are being jerks, take a break. Go play something else. Like, if it's affecting you, get away from it. A very quick clarification that I just wanted to make of something you can do. You can mute individual players. So if there's someone on your team that is the one jerk on your team, you can mute them, or you can just completely mute all of chat. So those are two options that are highly recommended depending on how it's wearing on you, because it definitely can. So just wanted to give you that quick note. You can find all those tutorials online, all that kind of good stuff, super easy. All right, moving on to drugs and alcohol. Is there drugs and alcohol in this game? Honestly, I mean, what we read here says that there's a little bit, which is true. I don't think that's not true, but it's so minimal, and it's only on specific characters. And so it could come up a lot if you like that character and play them, but it also might like not come up hardly at all. The chances of that coming up are pretty slim, and I think it's minimal even when it does come up as well. Does this game have fear and horror? Not really, honestly. Like, I don't feel like, unless again you get into some of the outside stuff of the lore and different things like that, I think there are some things that can be legitimately kind of scary. But I feel like for the most part, if you're just playing the game, it's not a horror game at all. So you should be good there. Are there positive elements in League of Legends? I think there absolutely are positive elements in League of Legends. Some of the positives are just like the teamwork that can happen. Now, most of the time, which is really kind of frustrating, everybody's happy when you're winning and everybody's upset when you're losing. And so that's too bad to see, but there are some great people in League of Legends that are super kind and friendly in chat, and they're like, hey, good luck, let's do this, let's go, and people that are really friendly. So that can happen, and this is a pretty decent game to play with friends as well, I feel like. Oh, get out of there, 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 you're so done. Please. Funny. So going into the negatives, I think that the competition of this game, playing ranked matches and different things, can be incredibly disappointing and frustrating. That's been my experience. It's just a difficult game if you're playing ranked matches trying to get good at the game and rank up and level up and all that different stuff. It is really difficult. The online world of people who can be really crude and mean is out there. That's definitely a negative of the game. It's also a fairly long game, and so it can be a time suck so quickly. Video games can be really great, but they can also be something that becomes an idol and we spend way too much time on. And so I hope that we're able to find a good balance there of enjoying great games, enjoying these beautiful worlds and things that people have created, but also knowing that it is entertainment. It is something that is supposed to be fun. It is not what most of life is supposed to be. Oh man. Get out of there! Okay, the Evels test. Whew. Very nice, the Evels test. Would I let my sons play League of Legends? I would let my sons play League of Legends. I would want to have some conversations with them because there is some stuff in this game that I do not want them to experience. I think my two maybe recommendations, if you're just wanting to have a better Christian godly experience as a whole. One is make sure you are hiding those loading screens. So when you're going over, just click on that middle button or the last button, whatever. It'll cover all of the character art, which will cover up anything inappropriate. So that's one. And the second one is maybe just to mute all of chat as well when you're playing the game. And that can be a really good way just to mitigate the experience that you're having and the people that you're interacting with. My conclusion for myself is League of Legends a game that I feel bad playing? It's not. League of Legends is a game that I really enjoyed so much for so many years. I will say that me doing those tips that I gave you, like, these are things that I would recommend for myself, for anyone. And so I think that you can take those things away and have a much better League of Legends experience. All right, folks, thank you so much for watching the video. I really appreciate you. If you enjoy the content, want to see more of it, do all the stuff that all the YouTubers tell you to do. I am on Twitch as well, and so if you want to come check out what I'm doing over there, as I am playing games to try and figure out how to review them, I'm doing that all over on Twitch as well, and I'm on other socials just for funsies to try and find you guys. So hope you enjoyed this video, hope you have a fantastic day, and this helps you be a little more informed of if you should play League of Legends or not. Thanks a bunch. Bye. I think we're good.